Welcome back to the Patriots Dynasty series. This is week 9. The 2-6 Seattle Seahawks are coming to town. Let's go. So, last week was our trade deadline. We moved on from Mac Jones, brought in, I think, like a backup safety, ended up trading for, like, Kareem Hunt. The week prior got Devin Bush. So, like, overall, not, like, a super huge deadline, but, like, we got better. Jabril Peppers is someone that might not be back, so we bring in a guy like Jartavius Martin, it is already 24, so he might not fully develop a lot, but it's going to be better for us. Like I said, we traded Mac Jones. I don't even remember where we traded him to be honest. We found out Reggie Roach is a superstar X Factor, a fantastic pick for us. The week prior, we traded for Desmond King, who's been really good. Like I said, Devin Bush, Adrian Phillips is taking snaps because we traded Jaline Tavai, and I think that was part of the Kareem Hunt trade, if I'm not mistaken. But we kind of filled in some edges on our team, got a little bit better in different places. Now, unfortunately, Malik Willis is still our starting quarterback at a 69 overall. Nice. But, I mean, for the most part, he's been playing better these past couple weeks, and actually the reason we've won like back-to-back games, we're now up to 3-5. Ramondre Stevenson's hurt. He's probably out for another, I think, at least 6 weeks. That's why we traded for Kareem Hunt to kind of give Antonio Gibson Antonio Gibson's been fantastic in the games he started and the games he took over for Ramondre, but just give him somebody else to kind of hand the ball to, give him a little bit of a break. There's not really much else we have to do before this episode. Obviously, we'll do the weekly game plan and defend the outside run. They have Kenneth Walker. I'm cool with that. Offensive game plan is also run outside. The way we're running the ball, I mean, there's no doubt about it. Force 3 turnovers, I'm gonna do it. I like doing different things sometimes. I always pick like the 2 touchdown pass thing. Let's go with something different. Now we're going to see here our injury report. Hopefully, we are completely healthy, and right now our offense is going to be healthy going into this game. We'll flip over here to our defense, and as it is looking, everything is good. We are fully healthy, and I'm assuming we'll have upgraded players. Yes, we'll have a couple players upgrade before we get into today's game, and it's going to be David Andrews, our center. We look at his ratings. 6th ranked center in the league, pretty just solid all the way across. I'll just go ahead and, literally 82 everywhere. I'll just go ahead and do the scheme fit, which is power. He's playing now up to an 84 overall. He gets +3 pass block power. Good for him. Not really much else to say, man. Like I said, the trade deadline's over, so we're on a bit of a winning streak right now, and let's just hope with Seattle coming to town being 2-6, we can keep it going. Yeah, last week, 22 carries for 182 yards and 2 touchdowns for Antonio Gibson. He was, electric. He was our best player. And, I think behind the way Malik Willis is playing and then with what we're getting from Antonio Gibson, 2 backups that have just came in kind of mid-season and, kind of turned our offense around. And like I said, we've had back-to-back wins. And you know what? At 3-5, we're still not in any playoff race. But, hey, in a weak division, we might be able to pull out a wild card. I don't really know. We'll get our defense out here first. And, honestly, I've been doing a lot of man blitzing and stuff like that. And it hasn't been going great, to be honest with you. We've been getting beat sometimes. They're actually going to run the ball on first down right away. I can probably expect that. 3 yards for Kenneth Walker right up the middle. 22 carries for 58 yards and a touchdown. Did not play that well last week, and hopefully we can bring that into this week's game. But I just think we match up a little bit better in man coverage just with the way our team kind of sets up. And I like to get pressure on the quarterbacks because then they tend to struggle. But unfortunately, that's got to be a pick. There's no way that's not a pick. He threw it up into 4 defenders, and it only gets knocked away. It does get knocked away, so it is going to be 3rd and 7. But, man, that maybe should be a pick. We get momentum early, but no. Just with the way our defense is set up, if we can get pressure, it helps out our corners, because we don't have – our corners aren't great. I'm not going to lie to you, but we do get pressure on Geno Smith, and that is Reggie Roach with his first sack first sack in a couple weeks, but the first sack of the game, and they're going to punt first possession. Now we have our offense coming onto the field behind Malik Willis, Antonio Gibson. Juju's been fantastic this season. Tyler Boyd really hasn't done much, but we haven't really needed him to. Antonio Gibson, first play on the offensive drive, gets a big rush for 18 yards. That's what I'm saying, man. We're getting the good blocking. It's just, for some reason, they tend to block better for the backup running back. I don't know why. I do not understand it. But if that's going to be the case, then I'm going to take advantage of that, man. We need to win games. It's going to be 1st and 10 here. It's probably just going to be a dump-off pass no matter what here, and nothing's really open as Malik Willis. I tried going up the middle, but gets tackled from behind. And you know what? It's a sack, but it's at the line of scrimmage, so it's 2nd and 10. Doesn't really affect too much. This is kind of a play. If I can get Mike Peck in like a little gap scheme, which I did but it gets knocked away by Jamal Adams, no doubt about it. 3rd and 10 now. I don't really want to. We're kind of blowing good starting field position, which definitely sucks. I went for a big play there when I probably should have just tried to get some yards. This is a play where Tyler Boyd or Gesicki could really be a good move across the middle, and I got it. He holds on to it. Tyler Boyd makes a diving catch for 16 yards. Malik Willis gets hit as he throws the ball, and Tyler Boyd's able to run, get underneath of it, and get the catch. I mean, that is a fantastic 3rd and 10 play. We're going to run the ball on 1st down. Trent Brown, unfortunately, cannot get out to the edge, but we still do get 5 yards on 1st down. So 2nd and 5 is definitely better than the 2nd and 10 we were just in. And look, same plays over and over and over again. We're going to try this one, kind of like a halfback, like run play action. It's kind of weird. We might be able to find Irv Smith Jr. in the corner of the end zone, depending how this blocking scheme goes. And it doesn't, so we're just going to drop it down to Antonio Gibson, who just keeps getting the ball. But now we have 1st and goal on the 5-yard line. I think I'm going to pass it. I know it's probably not the smartest decision, but I'm actually going to have Mike Gesicki come out underneath, and maybe him going across the field can give us something new. Really doesn't. Josh Sitton gets wide open in the gap and gets into the end zone. Josh Sitton with his first receiving touchdown of his career, and just like that, after a good defensive possession, and we go out here and play well on offense, we're going to be up 7-0 here at home. It's 1st and 10 here on defense. There's like ambulances and stuff. You guys probably can hear that in the mic, which sucks. I hope you guys can't. But they are going to run the ball on 1st down, and Kenneth Walker gets a gap up the middle and takes advantage of it for 9 yards. Yeah, there was a bunch of cops and firefighters just going past my house right there. I hope the mic didn't pick that up, even though it definitely probably did. 2nd and 1, though. This is almost 100% going to be a run play, I would assume. They actually keep it with Geno Smith, and Christian Barmore takes him down behind the line of scrimmage. I have no idea why Geno Smith would hold on to that. Makes no sense to me, but it actually worked out for our betterment, so I don't really care. We're going to bring everybody up. 3rd and 4, we're going to try to get pressure on Geno Smith, and I do. Adrian Phillips gets half a sack, but I think Reggie Roach got off the end there, too, and hit him. I mean, that is back-to-back 3rd downs. We've gotten to a sack and making them punt again. Antonio Gibson, 85 carries, 583 yards, and 8 touchdowns, has been the backup for a good part of this. He might be a 1,000-yard rusher when he was signed as a backup. He was actually a 3rd string, just 3rd down back is all he was supposed to be. But then he just keeps getting the reps because, I mean, we traded Tyler Algier, and then Ramondre immediately gets hurt. So Juju gets his first catch of the day. He's been fantastic. It's only his first catch today, but he's going to be a 1,000-yard receiver as well. Not a guy I expected to be our 1,000-yard receiver after what we spent in the draft and stuff like that. But it worked out. It looks like Mike Gesicki's just wide open across the middle of the field. Gesicki's not a guy that gets involved. For his overall, he's probably our 2nd best overall receiver type of thing at tight end. Just, I don't know. Maybe I just don't see him. It's probably what it is. I probably just miss him, but he's just not open a lot. Is that juke back? It's just fantastic. 3 carries for 34 yards already for Antonio Gibson. But I don't know. Sometimes I lock into targets. If I know that route's going to be open, I lock in. And I probably do miss a guy. Mike Peck doesn't get the ball nearly as much as he should. Gesicki, same thing. I'm going to run ball with Malik Willis, who breaks 3 tackles there and gets 11 yards. We have full momentum, and you could tell. This is stuff that's usually these plays don't work out for us, but they are right now. I'm going to try a little boot play here on 1st down. I think Juju, if we can get the blocking, this could work out really well for Juju. And we got the blocking. The pass gets off to Juju. He cuts back inside and gets up to the 3-yard line. Can't quite get in, but a big throw and run by Malik Willis, a dot, and all of a sudden we now have 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. But it is going to be end of the 1st quarter. We're going to go into the 2nd quarter, 7-0, 3-yard line. We can make this a 2-possession game right away, and we are just, I don't know what to tell you. We're just absolutely cooking them right now. I don't know if I like this counterplay, but I'm going to run it anyway, and Antonio Gibson gets kind of pushed up for a yard. Yeah, those plays kind of just take a long time to develop, and when they have that many people on the line of scrimmage like that, it just kind of doesn't really work. But here on 2nd down, we're going to give Kareem Hunt the ball. We got to get him involved sometimes too. We traded, I think we traded Jelani Tavai for him, and Jelani Tavai was a big part of our offense. As Kareem Hunt makes a juke back up the middle, right into the end zone, we're going to go 14-0. But yeah, like I was saying, we traded Jelani Tavai, who has been good for us, so I want to use Kareem Hunt if I got him in that trade, 1st and 10 here, and again, they're just coming out in this same formation. I guess they just really, really like it. I got pulled onto a safety. Now I'm on the defensive lineman. Geno Smith's actually going to take off and run, and I'm going to go for the strip. Can't get it. Whenever Geno Smith runs like that, I'm going to go for the football. If we can get another turnover, I mean, I hope this doesn't get too boring. I do like winning games, but I don't want to blow them out, and it's just kind of like a boring game for you to watch. 2nd and 2, though, we are definitely going to try to bring pressure, as they're actually going to run the ball, as nobody can get out to Kenneth Walker. We make a diving tackle with Jabril Peppers. We bring him down, thank God. That could have been a big, big play. Everybody went after her. Everybody went after Geno Smith for some reason. I don't know why, but it is what it is. 1st and 10. They're going to run the ball again. I'm going to try to get over there with our linebacker. Can't quite do it, but Christian Gonzalez and Kyle Duggar wrap him up for a 5-yard gain. I think we're going to start bringing some pressure again. They're starting to move the ball a little bit on us, and we cannot be having that. 2nd and 5. We're going to, again, right up the middle, we're going to bring this pressure. They have a perfect gap. Devin Bush, thank God, gets off the block and is able to bring down Kenneth Walker with Jabril Peppers, or that would have been a touchdown. I mean, we had no safeties back behind. That would have been awful. Reggie Roach's in coverage against Kenneth Walker is a play I'll never understand. And, that should have been picked off with all the confusion there. Probably offensive pass interference. But DK Metcalf gets a 4-yard catch on 1st down. And they just I don't know why they keep running these type of plays. Like, they must really think Geno Smith is like a running quarterback. And, well, apparently he is, because we can't take him down. He's got 3 carries for 12 yards. I guess I'm going to... Can I go here? Option defense conservative. That should be focusing on the quarterback. We should not be worried about Geno Smith running the football. I don't know why we are right now. 1st and 10. I'm going to bring Marcus Jones on a blitz. Fortunately, cannot get to him in time. And this Seattle offense is just running up the field. I mean, their run game is better. Their offensive line just seems to be better than our defensive line right now. And it's kind of frustrating because we invested in our defensive line this offseason. Right up the middle. They're just right up the middle, man. They are breaking tackles, doing everything. 7 carries for 49 yards for Kenneth Walker. I don't know what to do. Do I have to start running 4 down, like 4 actual linemen? I think I might have to, because he's just running all over. It's 1st and 10. They're going to throw the ball here on 1st down, and I'm going to be there. I'm not there. Get mossed by Kenneth Walker, and that is a touchdown. But there is a flag on the play. We can only hope this is holding for our sake. But it's pass interference on defense, and that was on me, Devin Bush, when I was guarding him. Okay, well, Seattle just walked down the field. We couldn't do a single thing against them. Like, they had an answer for everything, and it is now going to be 14-7. 1st down play here. We're going to try a Juju sweep. I don't think I've ever handed anybody anything off to like a wide receiver in this series, so I'm going to give Juju a shot. He's been good for us, and I kind of get up there. I break off 3 tackles with Juju, and he gets 10 yards there. I mean, that usually defensive end blows up that play, but thank God for us it didn't happen, and we got 10 yards. I do think we do get the ball out at halftime. So if we can have this drive last until halftime, and there's a big run for Antonio Gibson right up the middle, hello, but if we can make this drive last until as close to halftime as possible and then get the ball back, there's a world we are going to be up 28-7 in the 3rd quarter. And you know what? Maybe that means I have to do a little bit of a slider adjustment, because they are just kind of like, we're just kind of kicking their butts completely. That's an awful throw. Should have probably been picked off. I've only thrown the ball 8 times with Malik Willis. Maybe I need to adjust the sliders a little bit, because as you guys know, earlier in the season, I was struggling, or like even last season, I didn't adjust the sliders. I'm just playing more, and I think I'm starting to kind of figure out plays to beat the all-Madden defense. So maybe if we go on if we win this week and then we win next, like we keep getting these big blowout wins, maybe I decide, that's a 2-minute warning, maybe I decide to kind of mess with the sliders a little bit to make it a little bit harder, because, I mean, I think there is a world where we make the playoffs, but I don't think there's a world where we go from 1-5 to 12-5, you know what I mean? And it seems like I'm kind of finding a rhythm right now. Then again, for the most part, we're playing bad teams, so it's not like we're taking down juggernaut opponents. If we were beating undefeated teams, and you know what I mean? But the past 2 weeks, we've been beating teams with 2-3 wins, so I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. You think I should make it just a tiny bit harder to see if we can get more competitive games? I'm not really worried about it. I'm just enjoying it. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. They're going to go right up the seam, so I'm just going to drop it off to Mike Gesicki. They had an unblocked rusher, but Malik Willis just standing in the pocket, delivering a dart for 6 yards. Gesicki's got 3 for 31. This ball could go to him again. right up the middle of the field. It's going to go right up the middle of the field. Mike Gesicki gets the truck step, can't get through him, though. 9 for 11, 120 yards, a touchdown. Man, we're moving. And we're going to be at the 40-second mark. This is actually just going perfectly. I think this ball's going to go to Juju right away. I throw it down to Juju right away. He dives but drops it. Gets hit as he goes for the catch and cannot bring it in. Okay. 2nd and goal. Do I just run the same play? I think I just run the same play. I don't think Juju drops it twice. I think it was kind of a bad throw. I'm going to throw it again. My running back was open, and as I was hitting triangle for Juju, I saw the running back open. That was almost a Malcolm Butler moment. Juju's wide open. I guess after dropping twice, they're like, whatever. I'm just going to throw this ball up to Juju in the corner of the end zone. He did the bad catch. Did he keep his feet in bounds? Right now, that's a touchdown for Juju, and they're not going to review it. I got really worried because, that stupid catch animation where he, why does he bring his foot out that far? He could just drag his toes, but he brings his foot out super far. But yes, as you guys see, he is in bounds, runs into the female ref. And just like that, we're going to be up 21-7. And all we got to do is hold him for 30 seconds, and we get the ball back again. Well, I wasn't even talking because I was adjusting my audio settings. First down, they throw a dart straight to DK Metcalf. That's going to be awkward. Yeah, I was looking at my audio thing and just completely missed the start of talking that first down play. And just like that, they're all the way down the field. And again, Jackson Smith-Njigba gets... Okay, wow. That was a 2-play drive that took 11 seconds. And just like that, it is 14-21. I mean, we still have the lead. We're still getting the ball back, but that was just 2 plays, 75. They just blew up our secondary on a streak route and then a corner route. That was, yeah, that's disappointing. And then they're going to kick it short. I guess I'm going to have to return this one. Maybe I get a big boy return to end the half. Not entirely. 15 seconds, 3 timeouts. What if we just give it a try? What if we just give it a try? Worst things worst, we throw a pick and we give him a chance to score again. And, wow, I almost did that. I think that's enough for me to learn my lesson. I'm just going to run it out. As soon as I got hit, I thought that ball was going to go right to that linebacker, whoever that was. Thank God. Juju gives us a good block, though. And I break a tackle. Get out the left side of the field. Get pushed out of bounds at the 40. 4 seconds left, the 40-yard line. This is a 57-yard attempt from Chad Ryland. I don't think he can make it. Full power. Perfect accuracy. The kick is up. 57 yards. The kick is good. I think it hit off the camera. I don't know if I can see that. I think the kick hit off the camera and we get a field goal. That was 2 massive drives by both teams in the last 2 minutes of that game. The last 30 seconds, both teams scored. That's actually kind of nuts. So we have a 10-point lead now going into the third quarter. Right up the middle. Oh, opening kickoff in the second half would have been nuts. 1st and 10. We are up by 10 points. We can make this a 17-point game. We're going to give it to Antonio Gibson. First play of the drive. He's been having a good game. We get blocking. Mike Gesicki just forgot to go to Jamal Adams, but Draymond Jones is hurt. So I guess that helps us a little bit. Their pass rush gets a little bit worse. I guess 1st and 10. We got to get Mike Peck the ball. This dude has not touched the ball the entire game, and I just threw a hospital ball. Okay, I'm starting to lose it a little bit. I was starting the game really good, and now I'm starting to lose it a little bit. Let me just put the ball back on the ground. Let's lock in. Antonio Gibson keeps breaking people with these juke animations are nuts. I don't know what his juke rating is, but dude, every single time I go for a juke, the guy stumbles. That is nuts. He's got over 100 yards already on the game, and I'm still maybe trying to force it a little bit too much. That's picked off. Okay, that is dropped. Number 6 read that really, really well. He stepped up to Mike Peck as I was throwing the ball, so then I decided to drop it down. But as soon as I moved my eyes down, it's like he followed my eyes at the quarterback. Great play by him. Really, really good play by him. I don't love anything. Okay. I feel like I haven't completed the pass with Malik Willis in 6 attempts now. It's definitely he's having a rough start to the third quarter here. Third and 10. I just have to hope somebody can get open. I'm actually going to run it right up the middle with Malik Willis. I'm going to slide down, get like an 11-yard game, and that's the beauty of having Malik Willis as your starting quarterback versus Mac Jones. Mac Jones would have got like 3 yards and got sacked. Let's be real. First and 10, we're going to put the ball back in the air again. I don't know why. We're up by 10, but I don't know. I like it. We're going to drop it down to Tyler Boyd. He's going to get, we actually got past the guy. He's going to actually get 7 yards. Malik Willis only 130 yards, but he's got 2 touchdowns. Like, we don't get a lot of yards through the air, but we get into the end zone. We usually run the ball for the most part. This ball's going to go to Mike Peck on a screenplay. I don't really know how he works in the screen game, as we don't even get blocking, and number one's able to get up there, and we only get 3 yards with Mike throw to him. But I feel like Mike Peck, unfortunately, really hasn't lived up to the hype that we drafted him, as that ball was almost picked off. And now Christian Townsend is hurt. They want to kick a field goal. It is 4th and inches. 4th and inches from the 29. I understand this will put us up 13 points, but 2 touchdowns would still give them the lead. I'm going to go for it. I thought we'd fucking false started there, but we get a big run right up the middle by Antonio Gibson, 11 yards. He's got 10 carries for 115 yards. Maybe I need to turn on run blocking a little bit. Maybe that's one of the settings I'll change, is turn on run blocking a little bit, because it is getting a little bit overpowered. I don't really know who I'm looking for here. Mike Gesicki makes a break. Go up and get the ball. He can't. Jamal Adams knocks it out. I think we were like 8 for 10, and now we're like 4 for 12. So, yeah, it's definitely been rough for Malik, but we're still getting down the field, and as long as we're winning games, I really could honestly care less about the stats. 2nd and 10, not nearly as much success. 3rd and 9 now. This is another 3rd and long we had to try to get on this drive. I like this play. I think Juju could get up the seam, or Gesicki they could both get open in that little seam part, and it's going to be Juju right away. Hold on to the ball. He holds on to it. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown of the day. We're going to go up 31-14. Our offense is just clicking on all cylinders. So after getting torched in man coverage to end the half, I think I'm going to step out in zone coverage a little bit. I don't even really like these routes either, but I'm just going to be with it. We have nobody on DK Metcalf, and okay, we get a crazy tackle there by Desmond King, because that could have been awful. And then I'm coming back out in man coverage, because I just cannot help myself. But having Matthew Judon on a tight end is not really what I wanted. Thank God they're going to run this ball, and thank God we're going to get a crazy tackle behind the line of scrimmage by Devin Bush, one of our newer acquisitions from, 2 weeks ago now. Hasn't made the biggest impact in this game yet, or even as he hasn't made a crazy impact as a New England Patriot, but that's okay. We're going to jump the route. Woo! We almost jumped the route. Geno Smith's like 5 for 7 for, 2 touchdowns. Like, he's not gotten the ball out of his hands a lot, but when he does get the ball out of his hands, usually it's pretty bad for us. 3rd and 11 now. Hopefully we can get some pressure. I'm not banking on it too much. I'm just trying to play good coverage. Geno Smith's going to take off and run, and he's going to slide before the first down, and I'm assuming, because it's still the 3rd quarter, they're going to punt the ball again. Here we are in the 3rd quarter. We're winning by 3 scores. If we score a touchdown here, you honestly might not see too much more of this game, because no, we fumbled. No, I shouldn't have said anything. Antonio Gibson fumbles, and I think Jamal Adams fell on the ball. Wow. As soon as I say something, man, we turn the ball over at the 27-yard line, and they're in a prime position to score. Kyle Duggar can't make a tackle, and they are now only down 10. Will Dissly gets the little out route, corner route, chugs off a tackle from Kyle Duggar, and just like that, I was just talking about how you might not see much more of this game because it's a blowout, and then in a matter of 2 plays, we fumble, and they throw a touchdown. That's all good. I'm going to give Antonio Gibson another shot. Look, he's been so good for us. I'd be stupid to stop giving him the ball because of one bad play. It would just be dumb of me. We're going to try to get to the outside. We don't really get blocking from Josh, which is something that kind of happens a lot. At least he holds onto the ball that time. We still have good momentum. We definitely lost. I think we had full momentum, so we definitely lost some by that fumble and the touchdown, but it's okay. I still trust in our team. We're going to dump it out to Antonio Gibson on a screen route. We get a pancake block by number 69, Cole Strange. Nice. And Antonio Gibson gets us the first down through the air. Perfect. We'll put that last possession behind us. Let's get to the end of the 3rd quarter here. Let's get to the 4th quarter. Let's just end this game. Let's not let this game get too out of hand now, and that's right across the middle is going to be Tyler Boyd, and he's going to hold on the ball for about a 19-yard gain. 3 for 42. I don't know. I traded for Tyler Boyd. I draft Mike Peck, and then I just don't really throw to him. Juju's just been our guy. It's just unfortunately how it's been going. Square though is wide open. That's Juju, but that pass was very, very, very inaccurate. Yeah, that was just very, very inaccurate on the run. Kind of makes sense. This is going to be like an RPO for Antonio Gibson or Tyler Boyd. And I don't really like the throw, so I'm just going to run with Antonio Gibson. I'm running too far to the sideline, and he gets 3 yards. I was running too far to the sideline, but there was really no room for me to cut back. And I'm assuming that's going to be the last play of the third quarter. Actually, I might call this play. This is going to go to Tyler Boyd right away. And that... Okay, that probably should have been picked off. You guys all saw that. I saw it. It hit off his hands. I got lucky with that one. 4th and 7, they want us to punt. This is a big drive for them. This is a drive they need to score. A touchdown preferably, but any points for them really do. Any points will make this a one-possession game. We can't let this game get away from us with the way we started, and that's going to go right over my head. That's not even Kyle Duggar. Christian Gonzalez gets thrown off. Geno Smith's only thrown 9 passes, but he's completed 7 for 175 and, what was that, 3 touchdowns? I mean, just kind of disgusting, man. Just absolutely kind of disgusting the way Geno Smith has dotted us up the few times he's thrown the ball. We are on everything, but we can't keep up in man coverage anymore. All of a sudden in man coverage, they're completely dotting us up. They have momentum now. I know the game's not saying they have momentum, but I mean, if you guys are watching, it's pretty obvious to tell they have momentum. So I'm now going to try to use that to get a sack. We've got to get something back. We got to stop their drive. We got to do whatever we can here. They run the ball. We get a great shed from Keon White. Only a 1-yard gain for Kenneth Walker. They're not really using him much the second half. I get they're down by multiple scores. They really need. I'm gonna have Jude on blitz here. They need to score the ball quickly. On that was. Did you really? Did y'all see that? I switched on. Because Judon was supposed to be there, but I don't like him playing coverage. I was here with Devin Bush, and I was like, okay, I'll just make the tackle. Nope. Okay. I mean, sure, Gabe. You should have known I was trying to, maybe make the tackle, but this game's... I still don't know why. We still have the problem with Judon and Reggie Roach playing in coverage. They cannot be in coverage. I got beat by the play action so unbelievably bad there. And, all of a sudden, this game is getting completely flipped on its head. And we're not looking good. Formation, I'm going to do a 4-3. We got to have our best 4 edge rushers actually edge rushing, getting to the quarterback. And then now we're going to bring Devin Bush. Hopefully we're just going to overpower their numbers. We're going to get there, and we're going to step up. Jabril Peppers gets the pick. There's open grass. Kyle Duggar. What are you doing, Kyle? Kyle Duggar just doesn't block Geno Smith. We get tackled at the 14. Doesn't matter. We get pressure in the face of Geno Smith. He throws a bad pass, and that was a game-saving interception for us, man. They were going to make it a 3-point game if that goes through. Instead, we get the ball back. Listen, it's not game over by any means. It's not game over, but we get the ball back. We get to take more time off the clock, and worst things worse, we just punt it, and we flip field position again. Now, 2nd and 8, we're going to run. We're going to get fantastic blocking. Antonio Gibson's going to make 2 cut moves and get a first down. Every first down we get at this point in time just gives us our chance of winning 1%. 1%. 4 minutes left. I'm going to try this RPO thing again. Tyler Boyd still really isn't open, and I'm still running too far, but thank God that time we actually got out past them, and we get all the way up to the 40-yard line. 17 carries for 150 yards for Antonio Gibson. I'm definitely going to adjust that because it's getting a little bit too easy to run the ball with Antonio Gibson, and I don't want that to be the case, obviously. We're going to give him a little bit of a break here and throw the ball. We're going to... Oh! My heart stopped. Mike Peck was wide open, but I could not get the ball to him. And Antonio Gibson's dead tired. We need to try to get the ball to somebody else. He is hopefully just going to do enough here to get it. He gives us 6 yards, make it a 3rd and 4, making it more of a 3rd and manageable for us. It's got to go in the air. And I hope he's not on the field. He's not on the field, thank God. Give him a little bit of a break. We also have Demario Douglas on the field instead. Mike Peck could get this underneath, and I'm just going to dump it to him right underneath. Hold on to the ball, get the first down. He does. Big play. And then after that, it's going to be the 2-minute warning. We were up 10 points. We have the ball. They do have all 3 timeouts. But I'm not going to lie, it's looking pretty good for us. We're going to bring in Kareem Hunt for this play. I think I'm going to make Josh go a little bit more to the right. That way, because when you have him line up I formation, the fullback just cannot move very fast. And that time he, thank God, makes a block. Him and Mike Gesicki make like a combo block. And then I get up the field, and Kareem Hunt fumbles the ball, but it gets pushed out of bounds. Guys, why? Hold on to the football. That's all we need to do to win this game, is hold on to the football. We're bringing back Antonio Gibson. He's going to make a cut up the middle. That's actually a beautiful cut, and he gets 9 yards. They take their first time out. We're already in field goal range, so, I mean, I guess the field goal doesn't really change much of anything because they'll just still need 2 touchdowns. As I make another beautiful cutback, and I get the first down. With that first down, they're going to take a timeout. I think I'm going to do like a power run. I think I definitely want to get Kareem Hunt in again. Antonio Gibson he's getting a lot of carries here. He needs some break. Plus, Kareem Hunt had a fumble. Let's get his confidence back up there. Right up the middle, not much of anything. Okay, well, that's fair enough. We're going to give him another carry, just one more. We traded for him. We might as well use him a little bit. 2nd and 9. I guess, like, technically a first down would be good for us, and it's not looking like that. But Kareem's got 5 for 37 and a touchdown. Yeah, not looking great there. We'll just go back to coach suggestions, and they actually want us to throw the ball. I mean, I guess, worst comes to worst, we don't get it. They have a minute left, down 13 points if we kick the field goal. So that's cool with me. I'm going to dump it down to Mike Gesicki, which is probably a super safe play. But he actually gets the catch and gets 9 yards. Him breaking that tackle was massive. I don't kick this. I don't kick this. Do I just run right up the middle? I'm just going to run right up the middle. I'm not going to even take the chance of tossing the ball. And just like that, Antonio Gibson gets the first down. That is going to be the end of this game. Just like that, we won the game 31-21. We are now on a 3-game winning streak, boys. 3-game winning streak. Hey, I don't know what's going on, man. Player stat, Gino, 10 for 13, 3 touchdowns. He did have that pick that kind of lost in the game. But, I mean, he diced us up. The little bit of times he threw the ball. 17 for 30, 191, 3 touchdowns. Just a good game from Malik. Antonio Gibson, again, 21, 170. Did fumble the ball. It is what it is. Kenneth Walker, 9 for 49. Just, I mean, he was really good against us in the first half. Then he just didn't get the ball. Kareem, 5 for 37, a touchdown. Also fumbled. We'll go to receiving. Gesicki had 5 for 58. DK had 4 for 68. Juju 4 for 60 with 2 touchdowns. Tyler Boyd 3 for 32. Just 3 for 42. I'm sorry. Just not a lot. Jackson Smith and Jigba got 1 for 33 and a touchdown. Josh got 1 for 5 and a touchdown. We'll go to defense here. On to the Patriots. Jabril Peppers with 8. We had just the 1 interception. Jabril Peppers got us the 1 interception. Reggie Roach with a sack and a half, and Adrian Phillips got that other sack and a half. 2 tackles for loss for Reggie Roach, 1 for Phillips, 1 for Barmore, 1 for Devin Bush. And then, do we have a forced fumble? I do not believe we did not. But hey, big game. And look at that. We have an upgrade point for Josh. I'm just going to do more utility. Hey, we have him run the ball sometimes. We have him catch the ball sometimes. Let's just upgrade that. +1 to awareness, +2 catching, +1 lead block, and +3 short route. So, hey, we get +1 lead block, which puts that up to, 85. I mean, hey, so we still got blocking, even though I do utility. That's the best of both worlds, I guess. Week 10 is a massive, massive week. We are going to Houston to play the 6-3 Houston Texans, and the Jets are 4-4. If you look at the bottom corner there in the standings, there's a chance. We're not catching the Bills, they're 8-0, but there's a chance we take over the 2 spot in our division, which just kind of sets us up for potentially a wild card. We'll look here at I guess we are in the AFC. The Chargers are 8-1, 2, 3. Like, we have a while to go. The Texans are in the playoff race. We have a while to go, but we're not that far out of it. We're not that far out of it. We win 2-3 more games in a row here. We are in the playoff race, which is huge considering the way we started the season. But that is going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please go down and like, comment, subscribe. I've been, seeing all you guys' support, your comments. I love to see it, and I thank every one of you for watching my channel. Go check out our podcast, Time Out with J&G, every Wednesday, every Saturday. Me and Levi talk about all things sports, basketball, football, college, whatever it is. We probably talk about it. Right now, the NBA playoffs are going on. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed.